To my people. Hey everybody,
Okay.
about to do it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go, it's gonna go in a flurry. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. So blah 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 blah. Enough talking, let's get to it. The lights blared behind me. I immediately pulled over to the right like I'm supposed to. I checked my seatbelt, it was across me. In my mind, I ran through my checklist. I said I have both my ID and my driver's license, both which are clear. I have no warrants. I had 2 tickets. I paid them because they boot you in Chicago if you have 2 tickets. It used to be 5, but there are crooks running the city now, even more so than there were before, and now it's 2, but I paid them both. My insurance card is copied. There's one in there's one in the glove box, and there's one in my pocket next to the copy of my license and my ID, which I will present to the officer when he comes up near the window. I was only going 29. I haven't been drinking. Okay, I had a Coke Zero, maybe 2. I went through my checklist. This had to take maybe 45 seconds before the officer would get next to my window. And in the last 15 seconds that composed a minute, I said a silent prayer. Because I'm a black man. These are police. Police kill black men. So I ask God, please, let this stop be routine. My poem. Let's turn a little sensual, okay? It's from my book, the Book of 24 Orgasms. Okay. Lilies adorn the garden outside. The yellow glowing brightly signifies initiation of the day. Nothingness exists blissfully, meaning nothing separates us, not space, not time. A pile of fabric that once covered our birthrights lays near. Ignored air even struggles for breath between us. Never has a woman been so beautiful. Fierce rival with sun, moon, and stars, the very universe. Mortal man has never been this blessed, save for having and helping create life. But I am. Mandarin, canary, and lion dance in the scenario, adorning the rendezvous. Thankfully, us here be perpetual. The inhaling of womanly scent, touching your soft skin, tasting the fruit that is your lips, hearing your voice, looking into the oceans deep that be your eyes. This experience be so sexual. My poem. I'm a Bob Lawrence fan. You don't know Bob Lawrence, he's a pal of mine.
Rantin' Bob.
And he's king of rants. So I'm gonna do my best Bob Lawrence impression right now. Don't call me an extra. Just because I don't have lines like the rest of the actors on the show, I am not an extra. Am I extra special? Sure. If you see my SAT, ACT scores from high school, am I extra intelligent? Quite possibly. The darkness of my skin, some women say I'm extra chocolatey. That's cool. But don't call me an extra. That means I am an add-on, an addition, an appendage, something you can do without. I'm not. I've got too much talent for that. Have you ever seen a background artist, a background specialist, a background celebrity, an actor enhancer, the names we try to put in place of being called extra? Do you know what talent goes into it being all of those names, not extra, but all of those names I just denoted? Let me show you. See, if you've ever watched a TV show, if you've ever watched a movie, and you see the main actors and they're spitting off their lines, well, there are people walking in the background back and forth. That's us. That's me. And we just don't do it the one time for the few seconds you see. Sometimes we start at 6:30 a.m. and we aren't done till midnight, like last night. That's what I did. Overnight, actually. Okay. And there are times when it's winter outside. Take a city like Chicago, which gets cold as hell. We have to act like it's summer. So that means no coat. It's 10, minus degrees outside. And they say, hey, take your hat off. I don't have any hair. Why do you want me to take my hat off? But I have to. And I have to pay like, oh, it's warm. Also, we have to talk without talking. That's called pantomiming. And we have to do this on and on, perpetually throughout the day. That takes talent, that takes skill, that takes practice. And we do this, and we make this up. But if you take these actors out of the way, and you take the line, oh my God, you think the show would fall apart, but it doesn't. They just get some other yahoo who does a successful audition, put him in, and now the show goes on rolling. But you take us away. There's nothing in the background. The cars you see, going back and forth, we drive those. They pay us $25, $35 to drive back, forth, up and down the streets, turning. We start early, we leave late. We start late, we still leave late. They feed us. Oh my God, they feed us. Sometimes. Won't say the show, won't say Empire. I did, shit. But sometimes they feed us Rice Krispies and water to start the day. That's not a grown person breakfast, but they do. And expect peak performance. Sometimes they yell out, background, background, be quiet. And you look around at the background celebrities and they aren't saying anything. So, at the end of the day, are we extra talented? Yes. Are we extra special? Sure. Some of us, if you look at us in the right light, we're extra attractive. But please, don't call us extras, because we're necessary to make the whole thing work. My poem. Thank you.
Like interior linemen in football.
Switch up. I just won an award for Poet of the Year. It's by UVAW Urban Office, based out of New York. And my book here, Angelica's Box, is nominated for Poetry Book of the Year. There's a poem. I have a bit of a self-esteem problem. Well, no, not a problem, but I have a wealth of self-esteem. My dad, my mom instilled that into me. A couple years ago, I had the great privilege to interview the living legend Nikki Giovanni on my radio show. And she has this poem which I've loved. I heard it in the 6th grade called Ego Tripping. So I wrote my version of it. It's called Narcissistic. I blinked. I found myself in a moment of introspection, not surprised by the developments that played out like a 3D movie, listening. I turned my palms up and it was day. I turned them the opposite, then night arrived. I shaved my head bald so that no land would be barren. The sweat from my brow, though small, provided rain. Farmers would never worry about droughts. I had dialogue with Stephen King, Alfred Hitchcock, Clive Barker, and Rod Serling about bad dreams I had, thus spawning books, TV shows, and movies that would define horror and suspense. Conversely, the fantasies floating through my mind are depicted in the Songs of Solomon and what every lover aspires to but never reaches. When I run, I am Flash, the Reverse Flash, and Quicksilver, leaving each one of them in the dust. Superman and every creature with wings follow my flight plan when I take to the air, and all of the inhabitants of the sea, Aquaman, Namor, and Neptune, imitate my strokes. My name is Leviathan. Women want to be with me, whether single or taken. A glance from me causes their hearts to stop, then rage, threatening to leap from their breasts. My voice is such a hypnotic tango. When it caresses their ears, it is the effect of Lorelei or the Pied Piper. And if I place a finger upon their flesh, willingly they give themselves to me for a day plus an eternity. Such a heartthrob am I. Every moment in the past, present, and future, my presence has influence. I stepped in front of the bullets that would have slain Kennedy, King, Lincoln, and Malcolm X. I eradicated the African slave trade, prevented the Holocaust. I stopped the bombing of both Hiroshima and Pearl Harbor. I made everyone colorblind. I kept the towers from being hit on 9/11. I rendered guns useless at Columbine, Colorado, Virginia Tech, and Northern Illinois, and I paid teachers what professional athletes make. But before all of that, I tapped the Almighty on his shoulder Saturday night to let him know that I'll take care of Sunday. I smiled at my soliloquy in the reflection in the mirror, and then I blinked. And I realized that not only was I ego, but I crossed over and was narcissistic. My poem. Thank you.
You know they killed Namor off?
Yeah.
You know they killed off Namor?
Did they?
In the comics?
Oh my God.
Trapped as hell.
I did not know that.
Man.
Oh shit. Gotta wait for my piece. Hey guys. Hey. All right, that's what's up. I got you.
Okay.
This is a favorite. This is a lady poem. This is for the ladies.
Okay.
I like ladies. I do.
All right. Yeah. It's all right. Some of us guys are just heterosexual.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I just like ladies. It's all good. I called her. It was 12:30. I said, I'd like to see you. She said, I only have 30 minutes for lunch. I said, I only need 15. She chuckled. The way beautiful women do when you said something to tickle their fancy, she chuckled. And she said, what would you do with 15 minutes? And this is my reply. I said, all I need from you is 15 minutes. Give me 1 minute to say hello to you and ask you how you are. Give me 2 minutes to wrap you in an embrace and just exist there. Give me another 2 minutes to allow my eyes to travel your physical landscape, my nostrils to inhale your womanly scent, my fingers to touch your face and your hair. And give me another minute to tell you how absolutely gorgeous you look and how I missed you. Then, give me 1 minute to kiss your lips lightly, another minute to kiss your lips fully. Give me 1 minute to kiss you and take your breath away, then allow me another minute to kiss you and take that breath back. Then give me 30 seconds to allow my comprehension to catch up, and another 30 seconds to just take it all in. Then grant me another 2 minutes to wrap you in embrace, but this time pull you so close so no air exists between our physical forms. Our tongues can meet, dance, salsa, and step in the name of love. Then give me 1 more minute to hold your hand and do absolutely nothing except stare at the sky God created and be thankful for these moments. Then grant me 1 final minute, unfortunately, tell you how much I've enjoyed this time we spent together. How can I wait to see you, hold you, and kiss you again? So just give me 15 minutes. That's all I ask. See, we happen to be outside your place of employment. If you've got good benefits, please go back inside. I don't want you to lose your job. If we happen to be outside when the weather is inclement, it gets cold in Chicago. Damn.
Yeah.
Please, go where it's warm. And the situation states such. And you've checked your phone. It's rang, and it's text messages that beat. And if you must, if you truly must, then you can go back to him. But please, just give me 15 minutes. That's all I ask. I'm home.
Since the music started coming in, you can do another 7 minutes or so.
Really? Oh, shit. Okay.
If you want.
I got you.
Question.
Yes.
Does this gentleman look familiar to you?
Yes.
He's up in the sky with the land.
Yeah, he does.
Where you've been working.
He does. Oh, shit. Let me just...
Richardson the third.
Okay. Let me just let it rip. I need to let it rip home. Let me see. Y'all all right? Y'all good out there? Hey. I need an angry poem, right?
Yeah.
I need an angry poem. All right. I had several bottles of Green Line beer, my favorite. I had at least 5 shots of Jameson. I had not eaten and stumbled into the bathroom and looked into the mirror. The reflection in the mirror had a stern look upon his face, and he looked at me and said, "Who are you? What are you?" I shook the drunkenness off for a moment, and this was my reply. I am the monster under the bed. I am the boogeyman hiding in the closet, except when you come with your friends to verify my existence, I am not there. But when you come back to retrieve your coat or your jacket, I am the one handing it to you, fangs hanging from my mouth, saliva dripping because I'm ravenous and ready to devour you. I am Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Pennywise, and Pinhead. And no matter how many times you think you killed me or vanquished me, every time they create a sequel, I come right back. I am Ubar Thon, Lex Luthor, the Joker, Silent Boss, Sinister, and all the respective superheroes that engaged him in battle. And this clearly illustrates the perpetuality of good versus evil. I am the proverbial fly in the ointment who shows up at the picnic, and no matter how many times you swing swat at me, I don't go anywhere. I do tap dances in the potato salad. I do backstrokes in the coleslaw. And just as you're getting ready to place that rib in your mouth, I'm swinging back and forth from the edge of that fork. And these are the metaphors of permanence to show you what I truly am. I am the anger and resentment of Beelzebub as he stands in the bowels of hell with his middle finger extended towards heaven, still angry millennia later because he got cast out. And I am the disappointment and the resignation of the Almighty himself, for he knew when he created Lucifer, he would have no recourse but to do so. I am the bullied, and the bullied who finally stood up to the bully. If that makes no sense to anyone, let me make it sort of plain. I am Debo. I am Red, who had his chain snatched by Debo, And I'm Craig who picked up the brick and smacked Devo upside his head with it. I am dark-skinned, and all the people that possessed it. And no matter how many slave ships they put us on with diseases and thought they would kill us, no matter how many chains they put on us and whips they cracked at us and thought they would enslave us, no matter how many times they sick police on us and these dogs and what have you, and no matter how many times the epithets are hurled at us from without and within our own ethnic group, it and the people that possess it are still here. And weather can't even tell it, because all we do is put baby oil lotion on it and it goes right back to normal. And these are the metaphors of permanence that show you that I truly am. And I confess to all of you here that I am an addict. But there are no pipes, there are no blunts, there are no bottles, there are no needles. No, there is simply me sitting in front of my laptop, using every means that I can, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, to rid my mind of 10 poems, to make room for 10 more poems. And in the back of my head, there are 10 more poems. Multiply that by 10,000 poems. Damn, I gotta make room for 10 more poems. There is me going to open mics in my city and outside my city using assumed names so I can take my 3-5 minutes or however many times they give me, just so I can rid myself of 10 more poems. There's me, receiving an invitation in the mail. I don't know how I got it, but I get my hair done.
Yeah.
Get the goatee lined up. I get my suit out the cleaners and I rent a car better than the one that I drive now. And I go to the gala, and you won't believe who's there. There's Wordsworth and Keats. There's Nikki Giovanni speaking poems with Langston Hughes. And I could have sworn I saw Billy Tuggle in the corner somewhere, talking about graffiti and painting. And I bow my head in reverence as a gray-haired lady approaches me. Forgive the tears, they well up at the remembrance. And she lifts my face by my chin and speaks to me in the cadence signature only Dr. Maya Angelou, and she says, "My child, you are home." And I realize I'm no longer lost and wayward. This life now makes sense. Every time I pick up a pen and go from left to right, left to right, left to right, every time I step in front of the microphone, I grab just another herb of immortality. And I realize that all things in a circle come back from where they started. And these metaphors do also, because I know who and what I am. I am a poet. And the metaphors of permanence are now close. A poem. Last one. Y'all all right out there? TV land? Hey. Hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Appreciate it. What y'all feel like? What y'all?
That was dude.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. What y'all want some love? You want some little love poem?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a rant. I'm gonna get a rant. I told a woman out there who's listening, wow, there are a bunch of y'all. I told you I was gonna do this poem, and here it is. I like you, and you like me. And in this world, that would be the perfect scenario of mutual amorous behavior, except there is a fence, a wall erected between the two of us. And it can't be taken down by me, no matter how much my efforts are. It has to be taken by you because you erected it. See, I like you and you like me, but you seem to have these apprehensions about liking me. You seem to be on social network the same time I'm on social network, and you seem to look at all the likes my posts get by other women, the comments by other women. You seem to think, oh my God, there's these other women, when all the time it's just you. And no matter how many times I tell you it's just you, no matter how many poems I write, no matter how many poems I recite, no matter how many times I show up and want to give you flowers, no matter how many times I want to take you on dates and tell you, hey, it's you. You say, I know there are other women. And you're right, there are other women. My mom, my daughter, my aunties, my cousins, they're all females. Yes, the people I work with on set, the actresses, the poets I work with, the storytellers, the other authors I interact with, yes. But none of them have that position. You know, the position right here, the whole thing, the biblical circle, Adam, Eve coming from Adam, back to Adam. This is yours. This is missing. This is you. The circle that I'm supposed to be is incomplete because you are on the other side of this fence. I like you, and you like me, but there's this wall that you've erected that keeps us apart. So all I can do is tell you, take it down. This whole life thing, it's not as long as people make it. We've all lost loved ones. We've seen people that we just saw on Tuesday and then Thursday, they're gone. I don't want that to be us. I like you. You like me. Take the walk so we can love. My Paul. Thank you. Thank y'all.